What you know may not be as important as what you don't know. When someone comes along with an idea outside your box of knowledge, there are only two ways to respond. One is to ignore the new information. The other is to get a bigger box. Stay tuned to see how what we believe to be true impacts our thought process.
Welcome to this episode of Plan Your Wealth with Purpose, Principles for Investing and Wealth Creation, with Wealth Creation's education and tax coach, Jim Fisher. James Fisher is a registered advisor offering investment advice through Signature Investments, Inc., an SEC-registered investment advisor, Dayton, Ohio. James Fisher CPA and Wealth Creations is unaffiliated with Signature Investments, Inc.
So today I'd like to talk to you about our circle of knowledge, what we know, what we don't know, and what we think we know but don't know. The blue circle represents all the knowledge in the universe. Out of the circle, we can acknowledge there is a small slice of that information that we know is true. An example may be the sun burns hot, the sky is blue, etc. This is information that you absolutely know that you know it to be true. In addition, there's also a subset of knowledge that you know about but really don't have a clue to the details of this information. An example of that may be brain surgery, assuming you aren't a brain surgeon. You know it can be done, you just don't know the details of how it works. Everything else that exists in the universe of knowledge is information you don't know, and don't know that you don't know it. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist, it just means you have no conscious awareness of it. It sits in what I like to call your blind spot. The blind spot is no different than when you're driving down the road and you check all your mirrors and see no vehicles, then all of a sudden a 4,000-pound car appears next to you. It just didn't materialize out of thin air. It's always been there. You see, there's information out there in the universe, like that car. It exists, and no matter how many times you check your mirrors, you're not aware of it. My job relating to wealth creation is to help you look over your shoulder and see it. Now, there are three ways to expand what you know. The first is with the experiences that you have in life. So let's say you could go to Italy and enjoy the people, the culture, the food, and through that experience learn more about Italy. The second thing you could do is get a book and read about Italy. It may not be the same information you'd get by visiting, but you'd expand your knowledge. And the third way is by meeting people. The people you meet, the transferred knowledge that happens when two people communicate with each other. Now, what if there was a portion of the information you absolutely knew to be true turned out not to be true? This is represented by the red slice. We have countless examples of this with science and medicine over the years. Just consider that in the 15th century, part of the universal truth was that the earth was flat. It wasn't long before they figured out they were wrong. The truth didn't change, but they had to question their belief system. So I have a question for you. What if a portion of the information you know to be true turned out not to be true? When would you want to know? In addition, through this conversation, I'm trying to help you understand that part of what I know to be true may sit in your blind spot, represented by the purple slice. It's information I know, but for you it doesn't exist. Through an open mind, a bigger box if you will, you can expand your circle of knowledge and ultimately your circle of wealth. To get started on your journey, please visit my website or give me a call.
Thank you for watching this episode of Plan Your Wealth with Purpose with Jim Fisher. For more information, visit wealth-creations.com. Also browse the other shows found right here at Toledo Biz TV Shows.